The following is a presentation of TFNN. Live at TFNN, The Money Masters.
Let's go to Shivan in Boston. Shivan, what's happening, brother?
I'm watching you both on Tiger TV.
That's a beautiful thing.
Yeah, definitely it is. Learning a lot from Tiger.
Now, your Money Masters, Tom O'Brien and Steve Rhodes.
Welcome, folks. Steve Rhodes, Tom O'Brien, all you Tigers and Tigresses. We appreciate you growling and prowling out here with us. Hope everyone had a great weekend, safe weekend, of course. Kicking into September 17th. Is that wild?
Yeah,
or what,
yeah.
man?
Next thing you know, we're going to be saying we're getting ready for Thanksgiving. We'll get Halloween first. Though,
yeah,
so.
Halloween first. Oh, we get for all the Tiger TV people, folks.
Oh, we are going to have a good one.
We get something special for you for Halloween. Oh man, let me tell you something. No doubt, there's no doubt about it. Market-wise out here, we have happening. We have the Dow down 27, Nasdaq off 9.5, the S&Ps are off 3.5. Gold's down $1.40. You got oil trading at $99.35. You got bonds up 11 ticks. King Dollar's down 1 tick right now. And now King Dollar, rejected the low last week. I see all these non-believers inside the den. I get the non-believers inside the den saying the dollar's going to go to 72, worrying about jobs. Oh my God, a bunch of traders.
They're just reading Uncle Ben's tea leaves.
Uncle Ben's tea. Oh, you really think the euro's going to be stronger? That cracks me up. But
I do actually.
I know you do.
I totally do.
So listen to this. Oh, this is good. Folks. Yeah. You got to listen to this. This is great. So I'm in Boston. What day is it? So I'm in Boston. I'm doing
Thursday.
I'm doing
Thursday,
a workshop Thursday night, a real estate workshop, and. So what ends up happening, of course, is that depending what part of the country you're in, we're on at different times. Like your listeners right now on the West Coast at 7 o'clock in the morning.
Yes.
We want good morning, folks. Hope
yes,
you're having a great day out
That's
there.
Right.
So the workshop starts at 6:30 in the afternoon, and we're on the air up there from 4 to 6. Well, Steve was doing the 4 to 6 show, right? So when I get into the presentation, right, I get into the workshop, right?
Yes.
I get all these bulls with big horns on them, and it says Steve Rhodes across the front.
I love it. It's good. It's good.
I'll tell you, one of the Tigers, he was so funny, man. He looked over at me, he's smiling. He says, "Hey, Steve got those horns on." I says, totally. "I know. It's a beautiful thing. I love it. I love it. I'll tell you, man. It's a beautiful thing. Let's take a look at. Oh man, hey, okay, well. I'll tell you. So the Bulls and the Bears are going to be fighting. Oh, I get Elker on the line. Oh my God! I when I went up there, I went up to Maine, and
yes.
and what I ended up doing? I ended up buying 50 lobsters.
Oh, did you? I love it.
If we go over to Shanghai, folks, I don't know what happened to Shanghai last night, but let me tell you something.
They got crushed.
They took it apart.
Yeah.
Now Shanghai had come off the bottom with conviction too.
Yeah.
So it's. Let me see the volume characteristic when we got this thing. It's too much. I mean, it's less. It's less, but so we'll see how it hits tonight. So Shanghai, folks, what Shanghai had done, we had, gone up from 2,036 up to 2,145, and that's after getting killed. Okay, but bottom line is that last night it pulled back with $45, with $7 billion. So,
yeah. Yeah, well, now the Shanghai itself has obviously, as you were showing on your chart here, it's been in a strong downtrend.
Yeah, huge.
So it's been in a strong downtrend, and it's possible that what we saw there was just simply a snapback rally.
Oh yeah, it
didn't look like that until this morning, last night.
No doubt, because it never took a swing point out. And if you don't take a swing point out with juice, folks. Wide price spread, accelerated volume, it's trouble.
Yeah. So, I mean, up until yesterday,
right,
it looked like, okay, this is not going to be a snapback here. But now I'm looking at it saying, oh, man, what are you doing?
Right. Let's go to Ilka. Ilka, what's going on?
Hi. Tom and Steve. So Steve is coming on my side, and Tom is still stuck, huh?
I'm not stuck. I'm a bear.
I know. Actually, I have to be honest. I'm turning into big cautionary at this point. But,
Okay.
Big
yeah.
cautionary, what does that mean?
That means
That's a word like interesting.
that is the word that I basically cashed out into I'm mostly in cash at this point and just
Well,
have
that
little
means you
trades
scored.
that are still going.
That's a beautiful thing.
And look, the markets, when you take a look at, folks, all the different patterns that are out there, and we were taking a look at specifically on the euro this morning here, was that the euro had made two 1.618 butterflies, one longer term, one shorter term, which is beautiful. And then what it has now done, did this on Friday, kind of testing that area today. It's made a 1.618 butterfly on the way up. So, it certainly is at a time where you need to be somewhat cautious.
I mean, there is still I do believe that one. Remember the E-mini, the 14. I mean, it hit almost 1470. I'm thinking more 1480, 1490 still will be hit. So this is like a little retracement, then maybe a little spike up, but then we'll have a bigger move down for a little while, and then we're going higher. But anyways, that's not what I want to talk to. So I have a question for Tom.
Yes.
This is educational purposes only.
Yeah.
Strong currency, I fully agree. Strong currency for a strong market, strong country, that's the most important thing. Now, in different cycles, and let's say there are 3 islands. One island is a very strong, beautiful economy, growth, and almost, growing very strong. Let's call it BC Island, okay?
Sure.
And that type of environment, you do want strong currency, but the currency will get too heated, and basically the government will have to do something. Whoever is governing that island will have to start doing little breaks, and whatever happens, happens. But let's say second island. Islands 2, would you agree with me, Tom?
Go through the whole thing first. I don't
Okay.
know. I don't agree. Government.
I'm saying part 1, part 2, part 3.
I
Part
understand.
2, it's Tom's Island.
Oh, I like Tom's Island.
My
actually,
island better have the
they're
dollar.
sending you there
My
because
island
you
better have the dollar and the Marines on it.
No,
I'm all set.
They're sending you there. They're sending you there because you have the capability. You really have very good way of thinking about a lot of things. So they need your help. Now, this island is a very tough island. This is a high deficit, high unemployment, no industrial manufacturers at all. They're sending you there to fix it. Now, you have the capability of being able to cooperate with the other islands. So what kind of currency in that island would you like? And the third island will be the welfare government-dependent world.
That's Europe.
Not only Europe, I agree with you. Hopefully, it will not be us anymore.
But it's not us. But go ahead.
It's not us, and I'm saying hopefully it will not be us. But it's definitely not us yet. So, anyways, in those 3 scenarios, what kind of currency would you think is needed for the possibility of healthy growth and that second island is really having really hard time at this point, and we need to do something needs to be done for this island to start going. The people are very poor, they're not educated, educated.
Well, you do the cheapest currency that you can find, and you
have
export your way out of it, right?
That is correct. And that is why
the Greeks should tell the banks to go take a hike and get out of the euro.
I agree. Well, actually, there will be. I think that whole euro should rethink the whole thing. But anyways, that's why I believe we in States at this point, not the strong currency will be more helpful. We need to start thinking of starting infrastructure. Industrial movement has to happen because something.
I understand what you're saying, but see, I don't agree.
I know you don't agree.
You're comparing. You're saying the United States is weak, and I don't agree with that. Yeah,
I'm saying
in the context of currencies have to do with who you're competing against. So competing against euro, oh really? That ain't even close. Russia, see you later. China, they're all slaves. South America, not bad, but we get a lot of problems. And then forget it. Go to the Middle East, and it's done. So. When I look at that,
I would agree with you.
Oh, well, I just look at that. I'm saying to myself, this country, I don't see things as bad. Listen, you're in Boston. You can't go anywhere in Boston, folks, without people making a fortune. I
agree.
I got a call on Friday, right? And this is an amazing call. So what the call was doing a real estate fund. The call was, hey, people are over the head. What blows my mind is that when the perception that, you're reading in the papers that things are so bad. But the fact of the matter is, okay, you're calling in from Boston. This other guy called in from Amesbury, right? It's the economy's booming.
Yeah.
The economy's booming down here. So,
I agree, but see, Tom, our currency is very weak at this point, and I think that really is at this, and also your comment saying that, it depends to what currency you're comparing it. We're too globally right now. This is just my idea. I mean, we are so globally connected at this point that
we definitely are.
And that is what is bringing us to the point where we are. We could have done so much better if this was not the problem. If we were on our own and Europe was on their own and like it used to be, the Japan was on their own and everybody else was on their own, not so globally connected. And unfortunately, that big, humongous thing that it has been created, the globalization, has been making, it's a very different approach at this point, I just think. Anyway,
No, I think you're right. And you know what the larger problem is? And you're absolutely right.
Yep.
The larger problem, and this is that they want to make everyone slaves. So you got to wrap your head around this for a second, okay? Because this is why the United States currency is still going to be the strongest. Because the fact of the matter is, right, that they already got, forget China, forget Russia. They're done, okay?
Yeah, I agree.
You got Europe, and what's going on in Europe right now, they're taking them apart, piece by piece, okay? And no one's sticking up for them, country or themselves. They're going to be done. They've been done before, but they're really going to be done.
Who do you think takes them apart?
Their own country. The banks are taking them apart.
That's right.
They got them into debt over their eyeballs. They got them scared that they can't get out of the European Central Union. And if that would be the best thing that those countries can do in 2 seconds. What it would do is it would hurt those people when they're going overseas, but it wouldn't hurt them in their own countries. Okay?
They are killing so many. I'm from Poland, and the things that the European Union is doing to that country, and that country could be, if they were closed in, they could survive on everything because we have everything.
Well, do you remember? Okay, this is a perfect situation because I happen to, growing up in South Boston, I know the Polish upside down. Okay, now do you remember before they went into the euro, how strong Poland was?
That's what I'm saying.
It was unbelievable. Okay, and they got to cut it. And it has to do, folks, the larger game plan here is to get, picture this. Picture that you have all these competing companies, then you get these competing sovereigns, but on the back of that, well, this is the proof in the pudding. And the proof in the pudding is that everything's getting run out of Brussels.
Yeah,
okay?
Right.
For the Europeans, and it's like, oh, really? So do you know what's in Brussels, folks? That's just a banking capital. That's all it is, okay? It's a bunch of white-shoed bankers saying, okay, let's see how many more kids, women and children we can get in slavery, okay?
And they're doing that. They're allowing all these people to go over, go to Germany. Like the Polish people, they have no. I don't even want to go there. This is long discussion.
No, listen, man. Hey, let the revolution start right here. I'm totally game for that. And I'm a capitalist, folks. But you know what? You better get it straight as to who's hitting who here. Elga, you have a great one. Safe one. Hey, Elga, I get 50 lobsters for you. Thank God they're cheap.
I have my bits.
Kate Stalter's exciting newsletter, Low Price Leaders, has just launched, and now is a great time to get a 2-week free trial. Every Wednesday afternoon, Kate sends out her weekly newsletter to her subscribers where she focuses on small cap stocks with market caps under $2 billion, as well as low-priced equities with share prices ranging from $5 to $12. Kate tracks a variety of stocks with a combination of strong technical support and solid fundamentals. Many of the stocks featured will be recent IPOs. These newer issues are often some of the biggest price gainers in the market and provide an excellent opportunity for substantial gains if timed correctly. You can catch Kate Stalter live on Tiger TV with her small cap roundup every Tuesday and Thursday at 11 a.m. Eastern Time, and visit TFNN.com right now to get your 2-week free trial to her brand new newsletter, Low Priced Leaders, while locking in the low introductory monthly rate of only $37.50 per month, almost a 50% discount. Act now.
with the launch of Tiger TV. TFNN has brought our programming to the next level. With Tiger TV, you can gain access to each host's charts and computer screens as they host their daily stock program. Whether it's Tom O'Brien, Steve Rhodes, Basil Chapman, Ken Shreve, Kate Stalter, David White, Larry Pesavento, Victor Jones, or Terrell Martin, you can catch all of our technicians hosting their programs live and archived on Tiger TV for your viewing pleasure 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. If you haven't checked out Tiger TV, then visit TFNN.com and see what you're missing.
You take a hands-on approach to managing your investment strategy. You're always looking for the next trading opportunity to magnify your perspective. Direction Shares connects sophisticated traders with a powerful array of ETFs from a wide range of asset classes. The markets may go up and down, and you want tools for both sides of the trade. Discover how we can help at DirectionShares.com today. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction Shares carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction Shares. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact Direction Shares at 800-851-0511. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors employing dynamic strategies. Investors in the fund should understand the consequences of seeking daily investment results, understand the risk of shorting, and intend to actively monitor and manage their investments. Distributor Foresight Fund Services, LLC.
Many of our new listeners have heard about the Tiger's Den, but wondered, what exactly is it? The Tiger's Den is a lively community where professional traders and investors can meet, exchange ideas and information in a comfortable, moderated atmosphere. Hear all of your favorite TFNN shows, plus see all the charts as they happen, live during those shows, and have access to all those charts. You can test drive the Tiger's Den, absolutely free, for 30 days. It will greatly enrich your knowledge of these markets. Details on the Tiger's Den are on the front page of TFNN.com.
Millionaires are made every day. The fact is, living your dreams is possible. Someone, somewhere is going to get rich. My recommendation is, let that be you. Each day, someone is making the decision to better themselves and creating a plan to fulfill their financial dreams. Let that be you. The key to turning dreams into reality is to take massive action. Let that be you. I'm Steve Rhodes, co-host of the Money Master Show with Tom O'Brien, seen daily at TFNN, and I can help you with your journey to great wealth. I'll show you how to create the ultimate financial edge, a set of tools, insights, and strategies that are part of my daily newsletter service, Mastering Probability. You'll have direct access to me by phone, email, and my private library of trading and investing secrets for 30 days with an unconditional money-back guarantee. I'll take your trading to the next level. Click on my name, Steve Rhodes, on the homepage at TFNN.com and turn your dreams into reality. Mastering Probability, folks. Let that be you.
This segment is brought to you by Goldfields. For more information, just click the Goldfields banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. Steve Rhodes, Tom O'Brien. Appreciate you growling and prowling out here with us. Right now, you got the Dow down 21, NASDAQ off 7, S&Ps are off 3. And let's take a look at some of the higher volume stocks out here, see if what we got happening. Okay, so we have BAC's down 21 cents. You got, let's see, Gilead Sciences up 2.74. Apple's a trip. Apple's up $6. Wells Fargo's down 32 cents. You get Starbucks. What's wrong? It's down $1.23. Cliffs Natural Resources is off 2.
That thing, we've pulled the chart. That thing had been moving higher for the last,
Yeah, 293.
The volume today doesn't look good on the way down.
No, it doesn't. And so this is going to, this will be interesting because this is an equity also, and this is CLF. Look at that. Down from $100. Hits. Yeah, well, hey, listen, I guess if it pulls back to 40, with light volume, it's okay.
Yeah, for sure.
Let's go to Ken in Iowa. Hey, Ken, what's going on?
Good morning, you two. You sounding good.
Well,
thank you.
We appreciate you growling and prowling out here with us.
I'm glad to do it. I'd like to have you look at a couple silver stocks, PAAS and SVM.
Hey, Ken, what's going on with the crops out there? Any, have they done anything good? Any improvements? Anything out that way?
Well, I don't know about improvement. I think the corn was hurt, and I don't think it... They say it's better than what they thought it was going to be.
Okay.
The beans, I think, are probably going to do a little better. And we've had some rain. My lawn looks 100% better. So.
Oh, good. Okay.
It's funny. It doesn't take too much rain once it comes in, does it? As long as you get, you know, when I saw the first rains come in, I guess about 3 weeks ago, right?
Right.
It was like, wow, that's pretty amazing how fast that nature itself can turn around and basically they can look terrible, and all of a sudden...
I guess it's just like a body, right? You know, I mean, if you're dehydrated, all they do is, you know, put that intravenous feeding in you, and boom, you're back up and running.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can water, and it doesn't do hardly any good at all. If you get a little rain, the thing just green right up.
That's wild. I know. I like that. So let's take a look at Pan American Silver. So Pan American Silver, folks, the low for the year is 13. The high is 33. The high of the stock is about 40-something. So I mean, this is a classic. I mean, are you looking to buy this, Ken?
I'm looking to buy, yes.
Yeah, so what you had here is this. So watch how this shakes out, folks. And this is what's just amazing, too, because this equity had hit a low in 2008 of $9.10. So it had a high-volume low spike bar, $56 million. Well, guess what? It goes all the way from $9 back up to $42. Can't handle a high and comes all the way back down to 10. Now, so... No, it doesn't come down to 10. It comes down to, 13.49. So at 13.49, it tests the low, does it with lighter volume, does all the above. What I would do now is this. Now, the real key is going to be... Okay, so let me just see something. Because what a lot of these golds had done, folks, by the way, is that they had taken the B point out of an ABC up on a daily basis last week, and they just finished their ABC structures. That's what they did, including the XAU and the HUI. So... That's sweet right there. Okay, so that's still that's taking that baby out. So that's $19 is the B, 14 is the A, which gives you 23. So right now this baby wants to go to 23. So what I would do is this: I'd wait for the pullback after you get to 23. It's hit 21.36 thus far, and most of the time, Ken, when they'll pull back, it'll probably pull right back down to the $19 level.
And so what's interesting about that, Ken, is if you put the weekly chart up on the screen of this equity here, and you just simply come off of the high from April the 15th when it was out at 42.96, and just use as your next touch point the March 2nd high, $27.11. What you'll see is you'll just simply see a trend line. And it finally broke through that area the week of September 7th, so 2 weeks ago. You know, last week, let it complete that A to B equals C, which happens to take it up into a weekly swing point on March 2nd anyways. That's got $11 million. And let it come back. You might even get it back at the ideal buy would be if it came back and touched that trend line.
Right.
So maybe you'd scale in. Maybe you'd have a couple different spots where you'd put a buy in on it.
19 or lower then, huh?
Yeah.
Okay.
You know, what you're gonna have to do is watch the daily volume as it pulls back into that. That'll really give you the trigger.
Okay.
And what's the second one?
SVM, Silver Corp.
SVM, right?
The Chinese stock, I think.
SVM. Okay, Silver Core. This one here had a little problem, I remember. Let me pull this back a bit. You stay right there, folks. Steve Rhodes, Tom O'Brien. We get Ken from Iowa. We're going to be coming right back. The Dow right now is, let's see.
Off 11.
Off 11. We're going to be right back, folks.
You've heard Tom O'Brien on the air, and you've seen him on Tiger TV, as well as being featured as a regular CNBC guest and contributor, and now you can have access to his expert trading advice each morning through his daily trading newsletter, Market Insights. Tom O'Brien's daily newsletter, Market Insights, gives traders, investors, and money managers a thorough strategy for trading stocks, options, and indices every market day. Market Insights comes out each market day before 9:30 a.m. and provides traders with Tom's daily commentary, opinion, and specific trade recommendations on the markets. Using advanced Fibonacci methods, volume indicators, Gartley patterns, candlestick charting, gaps, and market timing, Market Insights will give you specific trade recommendations including entry, stop, and exit prices. The summer is over and traders are back. Get your 2-week free trial to Market Insights today by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. If you're an investor looking for a great weekly investment newsletter, then now is the perfect time to try out Ken Shreve's Ultimate Growth Stocks. Every Tuesday, Ken breaks down multiple sectors in his weekly newsletter, Ultimate Growth Stocks, with a full in-depth report including specific trading recommendations within his model portfolio, charts, sector analysis, upcoming economic data, along with intra-week trading updates on newsletter positions whenever the market dictates. Right now, you can receive a full month, that's 30 days, to evaluate Ken's newsletter free of charge to see if it fits your trading plan. At less than $75 per month, Ken provides you with his expert trading advice that can pay for itself in no time. Take advantage of this great offer by signing up for a 30-day free trial to Ken Shreve's Ultimate Growth Stocks today. Don't let this offer pass you by. Visit the front page of TFNN.com and sign up now.
What type of investor are you? Conservative, moderate, or aggressive? No matter your investor personality, your overall portfolio should reflect your financial goals, time horizon, and your risk tolerance. Help ensure your portfolio is appropriately invested with an asset allocation plan from Morgan Stanley Smith Barney. Simply picking the right stocks is not enough. Research has shown that choosing the right proportion of stocks, bonds, and cash is essential to the success of your long-term investments. Morgan Stanley Smith Barney believes that a carefully selected portfolio can lower volatility and increase investment return potential. Find out about what asset allocation and a Morgan Stanley Smith Barney financial advisor can do for you. Call Angela O'Brien, First Vice President and Certified Financial Planner of the Clearwater, Florida branch at 727-441-6108 today to discuss your personal financial needs. Asset allocation does not assure a profit or protect against loss in declining financial markets. Investments and services are offered through Morgan Stanley Smith Barney, LLC. Member SIPC.
Has the current market volatility continued to stop you out of trades when the market spikes against you? Now is the perfect time to open up an account with Nadex. Nadex, the North American Derivatives Exchange, is a brand new, completely regulated Chicago-based exchange, and unlike most other exchanges, Nadex allows you to trade directly through them with direct market access when using their completely free trading platform, which also features real-time charts and full customization capability. One of the advantages of trading with Nadex in volatile markets is that your risk is always capped and you have the ability of keeping your trades open even when the market spikes against you. Nadex is completely brand new with a line of unique trading products that are unavailable anywhere else. See how it works at nadex.com. That's NADEX.com. Or click on the Nadex banner on the front page of TFNN.com. Futures and options trading involves risk and may not be appropriate for all investors.
This segment is brought to you by Crocodile Gold. For more information, just click the Crocodile Gold banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. Steve Rhodes, Tom O'Brien. Appreciate you growling and prowling out here with us. Right now, you get the Dow Industrials down 10. Nasdaq's off 3. S&Ps are off 2.5. Don't forget, folks, at TFNN, our man, Mr. Steve Rhodes, kicks us off every trading day, 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You have live content. You can get all of that content, of course, on our website at TFNN. You can get Tiger TV there. But on your cell phones, folks, you can get us anywhere and everywhere in this great world of ours. And the way you do it, in your browser, just put tfnn.mobi. We broadcast 24 hours a day, 7 days a week on that baby.
Yeah. And talk about our phones. 2 million iPhones in 24 hours.
I know.
Sold, huh?
How's that? How's that for a business?
Yeah, exactly. I'd like to have one product that in 24 hours you sold 2 million of them. Whatever it is.
Oh, it's amazing. It is absolutely amazing. Yeah. There's no doubt about it. Did you buy one yet?
No.
Not yet.
I'm not one of the 2 million.
Well, you will be.
Yeah, I probably.
Angie hasn't bought one yet. You know, she did. I can't believe it. I gave her the card, folks, to go get the phone.
Oh, yeah, the gift card. Yeah.
And what did she do? Yeah. She gives it to Kyle.
Oh, did she?
Right?
Oh.
Killer. Right, she gives it to Kyle because he needed another. He already had an iPad, but hey, here's a racket, okay, how they can sell more. So watch what now, I guarantee you, well, I don't, yeah, this is a kickback scheme. Okay, so picture this, right? His high school, now you go all iPads, right?
Okay.
But they make them buy them.
Really?
Yeah. Well, that's a Catholic high school. What do you want? Do you know what I mean? They're not going to give you anything, okay? Make you buy them, right? And then you can't have the old one. You got to have the new one. So I said to Angie, I said, this is a kickback scheme.
Oh my God!
No, listen, the books in school, these are all kickback schemes. Bottom line is that she gave him the iPad.
Well, that's okay.
No, it's not.
That's velocity of cash. We were talking about velocity.
Well, she didn't spend it. We're talking with Ken, and we're going to be talking about, you don't want this equity. This,
fundamentally, there's too many problems with it.
Yeah.
Okay.
This equity here got a whole gray background into it, okay?
Right.
So, you got a couple folks over there saying they don't have the silver. Other people, don't get involved. It's not worth it, man. You're not going to get in a plane and go check their mine out and see if they got any silver. You know what I mean?
I know. Okay.
Okay, man.
Thank you. You guys have a good week.
Have a great one. Have a safe one. What was going on with that stock, folks, is that it's not that there's plenty of companies in China that are doing great, but what does happen in certain parts of it, there's already been accusations that the bottom line is that they don't have what they're saying they have, and in the mining business, in any business, that's a big deal. In the mining business, it's really a big deal because these mines are out in the middle of nowhere, and no one, really gets out there and checks them. Like, hey, is there something more than dirt there? So. Well, it's funny. So listen to this one. Okay. Uranium.
Yes.
Right? I remember when they were pumping and dumping uranium.
That's right. What was the big stock that they used to pump out there?
Oh, my God. There were so many of them.
Okay.
The only real uranium, well, not the only real uranium stock, okay? If you're interested in uranium, folks, Cameco CCJ is the number. Cameco is the largest uranium producer in the world, okay? And the setup is pretty good, actually. But the bottom line is that there's a huge pump and dump going on about 6 years ago in the uranium business. And the sad part about it is that there's uranium everywhere. There's so much uranium in the world, it's insane, okay? It's in our backyards.
I didn't know
that. It is in our backyards, okay? And they were pumping this deal up that, we're going to run out of uranium. I was saying, one of the hot assets, I said, what are you talking about? We're going to run out of uranium. It's like, let's go to Mark in Concord. Hey, Mark, what's going on?
Happy Monday, guys. I want to know when Elka gets a newsletter. I want to see the first subscription.
Listen, you got them lined up,
Hey, guys, on a more serious note, take a look at what's your take on crude oil. I am really concerned. I read a lot of news. I listen to news a lot. I'm addicted to CNN as well as TFNN.com. And I'm really worried that if this Middle East explodes, and, I think we're sitting on a powder keg over there. I think oil is going to take off to the moon. What do you think? It's up another 25 cents today. Oil was up over $1, over 100 on Friday. Then it pulled back at the end of the day. What's your take on oil, and what do you think if the Middle East does erupt?
Well, I think the Middle East already has erupted, and there's two different deals there, and that's the sad part. That the worse it gets over there, don't bank on oil being more. Why? Tell me why.
Oh, I'm not sure, Tom.
Because of the chaos that it's going to bring across the world. You might get a quick pop, but bottom line is that the worse that what's happening in the Middle East right now, my take anyway, this is just not against the United States. This is a true uprising, man, that these people have been getting killed forever. So the real question is going to be, to me, this is what the question is, does the populace finally decide that they've already done away with their dictators, well, now they're going to do away with Al-Qaeda.
Yeah.
Because you have a small amount of Muslims that are controlling a huge amount of Muslims.
Yes.
Okay? And the history has always been, though, this is the hard part about it. The history has always been that a very small amount of people can control a huge amount of people, and that's in every culture, folks. So the real question is, when does the person or persons that are growing up now have enough guts to take them on and kill them themselves? Because that's so if I bring this one step forward, the more that happens, well, the less oil that's going to get done, because it's going to affect all of us. It affects business, period.
Well, I remember I was in Syria, I want to say 95 or 96. I'd have to look at my old passport at the visa stamp in there. But I remember walking through the souk in Damascus. Souk is like the bazaar shopping area. And,
yes.
I remember walking down there, and some people say, oh, you know, hi, how are you? And in Arabic, or welcome to Syria. You get some others like, what are you doing here? Like, get out of here, you know? And it was very much of a mixed reaction, you know?
Well, it still is. I mean, but that's there's a mix. But see, watch when you really look at history. There's a mixed reaction inside their own countries. I mean, you know.
Oh, definitely, Tommy.
You know, so the bottom line is that they just got to stand up for themselves, and you know, we'll see whether it happens. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I can tell you what still blows my mind. I still got a lot of friends here. And I had friends in Boston that go back and forth there, so it's not as bad as sometimes we think it is.
No, understood. For sure. Because we're just seeing the news clips of the unrest and what's going on in specific areas.
Right.
That doesn't mean we're recommending go travel over there right now.
No.
We're certain that record. But on a technical basis, with regard to oil, light sweet crude, it's been traveling in this sideways consolidation box. I've got two of them marked on my screen here. And the high of that consolidation has been the August 23rd high, which was at $98 mark, and then the low basically at 93. So that price spread is about $5, say. And so it broke through that consolidation on Friday. So I expect we'll see oil at 103 just as a normal next move now that it's broken through that consolidation area. Just nothing more than completed an A to B equals C to E up, having which was out there at 102.50 and breaking through that sideways consolidation box. Just a normal technical, move on oil. And if it gets up there, I won't be surprised. I'm actually expecting it.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay.
But we're not looking at $150 oil.
No, you don't think so? Okay. Well, it's interesting. Hey, guys.
If we are, we're going to be going to all the French fry shops and getting all their oil because
we'll
throw that in our car and we'll be all set.
Well, either that or everyone's going to be lining up for those 50 miles per gallon Priuses from man,
Yeah. Cooking, brother.
That's the next call on, bud. Okay, guys. Thank you. Have a profitable day. Bye.
Let's go to Rick in British Columbia. Hey, Rick, what's going on, brother?
How you guys doing today?
Excellent.
We're doing great, man. You have a good weekend?
Really good, yeah.
You getting ready for hockey?
Yeah. Isn't that sick?
No, it's great. It's great.
Unbelievable.
When I was flying back, it was pretty cool, actually. When I was flying up there, so picture this, folks. It's really cool because coming out of Boston, of course, they live and die hockey. Well, Florida lives and dies hockey.
Oh, we do.
And it's just amazing. It's so cool because they're just starting to understand it. So when we were flying up there, this young guy and his mother on the plane, he's, 16, 17, and he was going up there from the Tampa area, to a big tournament up in Boston. Yeah. And it was, he was psyched, man. He had been up there before, and he's saying to his mother, wait till you see this place. Everyone loves hockey. Now, he was having that conversation. I just happened to be in the Hertz bus across from him listening to him.
Yeah.
And then I started talking to him. I couldn't help myself.
Yeah, I was actually talking about the strike, that's all. What I meant.
The strike. Oh, yeah.
Is that an issue? I haven't been paying attention.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't know that either.
It's ridiculous.
Really?
Absolutely ridiculous.
They had a strike not too long ago, didn't they?
Yeah, they did. That's right, 2005 or so. Wow. But I really don't know who's to blame here, so it's just ridiculous.
Wow.
Hey, the SLV, I put it on a 1-year daily.
Okay. The SLV, folks, is the iShares Silver Trust. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, and it trades about $1.10. Instead of silver 33.43, silver's about $1.10 higher, I noticed.
And the reason for that, folks, is that over the course, so watch what happens. Over the course of years, because of the premium, not the premium,
fees,
of the fees, and it's a small fee in this, too. It's probably only, let me see. Anyway, that's what gets taken out of it. So over the course, it's 0.5% a year. So it loses 0.5% a year.
Yeah, and the FXE is about 50 cents. I know the Canadian dollar, the FXC is 50 cents.
The way it goes, Rick, the longer it's out there, like if this stays out here, okay, for 30 years, no, if it stays out here for 60 years, right, it will trade at zero.
Now here.
Yeah,
now,
that's the way it works, folks. I mean, if silver stayed at the same price,
right.
Bottom line, it would trade at zero.
Okay, now if you look at the SLV on a daily, you'll see that swing high up there in March around 36.50 or whatever it is.
Yes, 36.44. Yeah.
Yeah, it actually went and tested that gap back in September and did it on lighter volume. But if you look on an 8-month chart or whatever you got, you'd say, oh, there's volume up there. So I really don't know how to read that. But
the way I'm reading them is this: is that what we had last week is this. On the dailies, they're all clean. Okay. On the weeklies, they all have problems with the September, December downdraft from 2011 and the March downdraft from 2012.
Okay.
And the correlation, folks, is anywhere from about 35% lighter volume to over 60% lighter volume. So.
Okay.
And what does happen is this: is that they made a great charge, man. And when they make a charge like that, meaning higher, and you've come down for a year and a half, what normally happens, it normally takes 2 to 3 times to get through that supply line.
Yeah. Now, don't be betting any more money with Ilka until Wells Fargo hits about 38 or 39 bucks.
Oh yeah.
You just take a look. That one there looks pretty clean to me. Like there's an inverted head and shoulder, which Bud, we all know there's head and shoulders all over the place. On a weekly, there's a doji about 6 weeks ago. And we finished an ABC structure up. I see 3 reasons why this thing can go to 38, 39 bucks. And that'll be before earnings and so forth, most likely. And so stocks are like geese. They'll probably all follow each other. So does that look
stocks
clean
like
to you?
Geese. I like that. It's a new one. Now, there's someone that sees a lot of geese. I like that.
No. Yeah. But anyway, does that make any sense to you? That one looks pretty clean to me.
Well, it's the cleanest bank there is. There's no doubt about that, And 37, all this has to do, is launch 37, man, and the thing can go to 44 in a heartbeat.
Which makes sense for it to do anyways, because you got a swing point that it's trading in right now, which is the low was 31 and the high was 44.69. So I think 44.69 is where it's headed to.
Really?
Yep.
Boy, you're pretty bullish, sir.
I am.
Hey, Rick, I told you, I went to this real estate presentation, and the whole room, they had all bulls on, big horns, and they had Steve Rhodes' name across the front.
My shorts are clean, they're iron, and I put them in one of those vacuum bags there, Just put them away.
Okay, you guys take care. Have a good week.
Have a great one. Have a safe one.
I love it.
You got Dow right now is down 21. Nasdaq's off 7. S&P's are off 2.5. Gold's down $1.70. We'll see whether the dollar can get off its back here. What we did do last week is that you got down to the low, it rejected it, but now it hasn't moved. So if it hangs down here too long, could be trouble. Could be trouble for Tom O'Brien and the dollar. We'll see. Oh my God, you gotta love it.
Well, this is kind of cool. So I'll show you here. If you just take a look at this chart here. So here's the S&P 500. So the S&P 500, and just simply.
Oh yeah, good.
Okay, so it's the S&P 500 shows exactly when each of the QEs were in Operation Twist.
That's dangerous.
And to me, it becomes pretty easy.
Right.
You close below last week's low.
Right.
And yeah, absolutely. It's not going to work.
Wow.
Yeah.
We'll stay right there, folks, because, you got to see this chart. Oh, my God. Where's my horns? Steve Rhodes, Tom O'Brien. We're going to be right back, folks.
Are you looking for a precision edge in the market? Something that can stack the odds in your favor? Then look into Larry Pezzavento's new trading newsletter, Patterns, Profits, and Peace of Mind. In each weekly issue, Larry explains what's going to happen in the markets based on the pattern he sees developing and gives you actionable trade ideas based on those patterns. Plus, you'll get his detailed analysis on a variety of markets and sectors, including stocks, treasury bonds, the gold market, oil, the dollar, the forex market, and more. And you'll get the Technical Corner segment, which is a short but powerful weekly training session on trading. You'll get access to all the patterns Larry is seeing in the markets, plus the Astro Harmonics and powerful Bradley stock market model that Larry utilizes for less than $5 a day. An extremely potent combination that will give you just the edge you've been looking for. Try patterns, profits, and peace of mind absolutely free for 2 weeks. Go to tfnn.com and click on the free trial link at the top of the page. That's an $85 value, yours free when you register right now. Get Larry's patterns, profits, and peace of mind and get the edge you've been looking for.
In just December of last year, the price of gold was down over 10%. In today's highly volatile gold market, you need someone in your corner that understands the complex relationships that exist within the price of gold, as well as within a variety of gold equities. Whether it's the South African gold miners and knowing how the Rand-dollar relationship will affect their bottom line, or understanding how John Paulson's $5 billion trade in the GLD can move the market, Tom O'Brien gives you the direction you need to become a better trader each week in his newsletter, The Gold Report. With over 20 individual equities covered and almost another 20 on the potential watch list each week, in addition to covering the XAU, HUI, GLD, and dollar, The Gold Report is a great source for any trader that is looking to be diversified in today's volatile gold market. For your 30-day free trial to Tom O'Brien's Gold Report, log on to tfnn.com today. Don't miss out on this great offer. Act now. David White's newsletter, The Technology Insider, is focused like a laser on finding the next big things in technology. If you had invested only $10,000 in Microsoft in 1986, you'd have been a millionaire by 2000. Disruptive technology like Microsoft's is the key to these massive long-term profits, and the Tech Insider is the vehicle from TFNN to capitalize on these opportunities. This is the go-to newsletter that identifies, monitors, and profits on mostly little-known cutting-edge companies with great long-term prospects. David's experience is as an inventor of Emmy-winning animation products for TV and Hollywood that propelled a company public. Match that with 14 years as a full-time trader, and he's uniquely qualified to guide you through the light-speed world of ever-evolving high-tech. If you're ready to ride the next big technology bull market for less than $40 per month, log on to tfnn.com and get your 2-week free trial to the Technology Insider. Get in on the ground floor of the next big thing today.
Time is the great equalizer of all mankind. Time doesn't care about winners or losers, who succeeds or fails. Time only cares that you played the game. Question: are you playing the money game? Is your money working as hard for you as you are for it? I'm Steve Rhodes, author of Mastering Probability, a daily trading and investment newsletter service, and we're celebrating our 1-year anniversary. In year 1, we generated a 30% profit. Plus, I provided 26 hours of live coaching to my clients. My daily newsletter service is available by 8 a.m. each day and covers the stock, futures, currency, and commodity markets, along with all the current patterns that you can trade. Each newsletter is packed with education, and it's yours for as little as $3 per day. And for the next 30 days, you can try it risk-free. Click on my name, Steve Rhodes, on the homepage of tfnn.com and begin your journey to great wealth today. If you're waiting for a better tomorrow, remember this: today's tomorrow will soon be yesterday, and your clock is ticking. Mastering Probability. Now is your time.
This segment is brought to you by TFNN. Test drive all the newsletters for free at tfnn.com.
Welcome back, folks. Steve Rhodes, Tom O'Brien. Appreciate you growling and prowling out here with us. Right now, you get the Dow off 22, NASDAQ off 7, S&Ps are off 2.5.
Now, we got let's see, not this weekend, is it the following weekend? You are doing a workship, right?
Yes.
It's the 29th.
Yeah.
So 2 weeks.
Yeah, 2 weeks from this Saturday. No, 2 weeks. It's September 29th, folks. Yeah. If you happen to be in the Florida area, we're going to be doing a workshop from 8:30 in the morning to noontime. It's at the Grand Hyatt in Tampa. All the details on the front page of TFNN. It is a free workshop. Nadex is sponsoring it, folks. You can check that out right on the front page of TFNN. It's going to be a great workshop. You'll learn a lot. Daryl Martin's going to be there. I'm going to be there. Dan Cook's going to be there. So check it out at TFNN.
Now we got your special report that you've done, which is I was pretty sure that Uncle Ben actually got a copy of your white paper.
Yeah,
because he was taking a look. He was taking a look at the, we talked about the velocity of cash,
right,
and how that really is what finally will rev things up. That's when you will start to see inflation,
right.
Once all of a sudden cash starts getting out into the marketplace, because right now it's in the pillows, or it's just kind of dormant off to the side.
Absolutely.
And so, it's a lot of great graphs that you've got in there, charts that you have in there.
And the report, folks, it's on. If you go to TFNN, it's under breaking news. And what the report's on, there's two parts of the report. It's on Florida housing. We have a real estate fund, and then I incorporate the whole United States, though, so you can see basically what's going on. And the amazing part, we even, I put in there that I started that report with 2 horns, and now I had 7 horns.
Yeah.
Because when you actually see the amount of money that's in our accounts, meaning your account, your savings account, your checking account, corporate accounts, the amount of cash that's just sitting out there is astronomical.
Yeah.
So it's like, what is going to set the fire?
Well, and it's, if you took apart the Fed statement, the written statement, or you listened to just simply, his 45 minutes hour or what have you, so here's another person. Now here's a guy who's in charge of the whole kit and caboodle,
right?
Dollar-wise, right? Who's telling you real estate, real estate, real estate?
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's,
he's creating the situation for real estate to be bought.
Right.
So he's got this mandate where he believes he wants to put people back to work, and his whole focus is in what market? Real estate.
Right. And because
he wants you to spend, so he wants you to believe that your house is going up in value because he knows that's a bank.
That's right.
That's where most people have their bank, if you will.
There's no doubt. And what does happen, there's no doubt that the real estate business in general, whether it's just you're taking care of your house, building, structure, creates a huge amount of jobs. There's just, I was, even over the weekend, I was just, cleaning up around the house, and it was interesting. I was saying, look at the different types of jobs that you actually create.
Yes.
You don't create, but in order to keep your house up, your docks up.
Oh, no, for sure.
In Florida,
it's a nonstop maintenance.
No, it is.
It
absolutely is.
In fact, I didn't look at Home Depot or Lowe's stock. Maybe we should just pull that up. Just kind of curious what, they get a little boost on Thursday and Friday last week, or where they're. Oh, how about that? Okay.
Home Depot, another ABC
capped up too.
And that what's interesting about the Home Depot one, that's another ABC up. Took out the B point, took it out with volume, and that's after they closed their stores in China.
Okay.
And because in China,
that's right. Okay.
So because they have so much slave labor in China, no one wants to do it themselves. They get someone to do it. So it's not a do-it-yourself deal. I don't blame them either.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, so your B point's 57, your A point is so it's $6.
Yeah.
So that puts it at 62. Another ABC up. Let's see what Lowe's is doing. They're on fire, man. That's the bottom line. This is Steve Rhodes, Tom O'Brien. We appreciate you growling and prowling out here with us. Don't forget, folks, you can pick us up 24 hours a day, 7 days a week on your cell phone. TFNN.MOBI. Have a great one. Have a safe one.
Have a great day, folks.